anything who wants. No worry for that. So it will be recorded also, and check your volume. Everybody can hear me properly? I think
Yes.
so. Okay, great. So we're gonna start by establishing the charts we have here in the top left. Once it's connected, we have the new. And also we're gonna have here charts. Chart. Once we start looking for each instrument apart from the list, as you started to see frequently in the announcements, we have the list with the instruments, starting with 6B, which is usually the pound. So we are looking for the 6B here, British pound. And there, of course, the magic instrument that we are using and help us set everything is the slider, press slider. And here usually we have the time frame value. Usually it's the time frame of the candlestick. Usually we use 2 minutes. Standard it's 1. It's not really a big deal of that, but it's really important to have the sliders. Select the instrument and press OK. Once will pop up, you're not gonna be able to see anything, obviously. And we were gonna have here in the top right of the chart, fixed scale. I'm gonna make it for full screen to be more visible. Fixed scale to restore this big F. We're gonna restore and show the graphic for us. Now, once we see the graphic, we have already one instrument ready to go. We can just duplicate the window here. And in our night plan, we have 5 assets. So we do this 5 times. 1, 2, to have 5 charts in total. So 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna change to each one we need. So as we have 6B, usually I put mine, the first 3, the instruments that we have with 2 contracts. So to have first the 2 contract, the quantity, which we will discuss after that, what this is and how we set it, how we change it and everything. So first we start with setting up and finishing. We have after that the 6C, which is the Canadian dollar futures. And of course, we have afterwards, the last but not least, the ZT, which is the 2-year treasury notes. Now, going further, we have with one contract left, which is Euro and Swiss franc. So I take them alphabetically. I have the Euro. And of course, the Swiss franc. Now, once you make sure you have everything in place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you make sure about the multipliers. So for who does not know what the multiplier means and does for you, it will distance the space between the bands, and VWAP. Usually we have a higher multiplier for the instruments which are more volatile, usually. So it will not trigger you the second time or will avoid do too many positions or that instrument if it's too volatile. So usually with multiplier 1, the distance between the bands with one contract it's $50. With 2 contracts should be 100, or multiplier 2, 1 contract 100, as we most of us seen lately on the beloved Swiss franc, which gave us very nice profits lately. So now we set up the multipliers like it shouldn't be the normal, as as you have here, we have the Swiss franc starting now from back towards the front. We have the Swiss franc, which we usually have the 2 multiplier. So either with the mouse, we just press on it and click it. And who cannot get it closer to it, we just use the arrows from the keyboard, left and right. So it will gonna go tick by tick, left and right, and you can set it up to be accurate 2.00. The same with the one before, under it. Oh, that's a first. Usually I don't get it like that. Looks like with audience works better. And once we have it set up, either we click on the chart, first click to select the chart, to not be selected the multiplier anymore, and either we press F5, which is a refresh. Either we just right click the chart and we have reload Ninja script. As you can see also the shortcut for it, F5. So we're gonna do the same thing. So now we make sure we have all the multiplier in place. Also ZT, it's 2. So we're gonna set it up also like to this one. And reload the Ninja script. And also we have the pound, the last but not least, with 1.60, which we're gonna do the same thing. Reload the Ninja script. So select the chart and F5 or right click in it. Once we have the multiplier and the charts ready, we can save it first time to be sure on the workspace that we have all of us created. And if not, we will help you create the workspace and save it there for you to be. Now also we have the copier, or who has the copier and multiple accounts. We're gonna need to do a similar thing. Just add the instruments and we're gonna select our leader account. So now we're gonna start setting up the copier, which we're gonna do a similar action. Go here to new. Instead of charts, it's in the bottom, the TradeX copier. And should appear like this, just a simple window, very easy to use, an easy interface with a leader account. Obviously, usually I set mine as the first performance, the number 1. You can choose at your convenience, does not matter. And then the instrument list like this. So as we have 5 instruments on the night plan, we're gonna do the same thing, 5 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on each one, we're gonna choose 6B first. We're gonna have, so once the leader is chosen, as you can see, it's in the list. Once the leader is chosen, will vanish from the list. And once you have the leader, you just need to activate, as you can see, on and off. The difference, it's little obvious. So you're gonna enable the green light on all the performances or the accounts in case you want also to copy evaluations or you are passing in the old school way, and just enable the whole list you want to copy. Once you do with one, you're just gonna do a repetitive action. So always the leader here.
Alin, you can just duplicate the tabs on the bottom, the 6B, right click duplicate, and then it will duplicate also the leading accounts. The
copier already. Very nice trick, which I'm also learning now. So we're just gonna change the instrument here, guys, on the 6C. Now we're gonna just duplicate the window with right click. Duplicate the window. Thank you for addition, Doron. And just gonna save and change the instrument here. ZT and 2 more. The euro and the Swiss franc. Ia uite ce treabă și nu știam nici. And now once we have the copier set up and everything, all the instruments, all the accounts are enabled. Double check, of course, to be sure. Better safe than sorry. So the leader and all the accounts wants a copy. We go again to Control Center, and we're gonna save one more time the workspace. Now, if you just followed these steps properly, once you close the Ninja, once you save your workspace here and you set up, you no longer need to save your workspace if you close the Ninja, the Control Center. So you're gonna just press on No, and everything should pop up by itself once you open NinjaTrader. So let's give it a try, see if that will happen. That just happened. As you can see, opening up copier as well, and the accounts will appear once the connection is established. So once we have the green circle over here, so 20-25 seconds max usually. Oh, I think this time was faster. So everything is set up for you to use. Now the orders, how we can place the orders as well, the repetitive action. We will have lately the band 1 on each instrument. So over the weekend, unfortunately, might not appear the bands, and also the price, it's over the band 1 that we usually need to press, since was a little party afternoon on Friday. Major event occurred, so that's why we did not trade anymore. But no further addition, we have the band 1 on each instrument. We have multiplier, and we're gonna just press the band 1 green. Usually what is under the VWAP and has the green color, just it's letting you know to buy, to press the long button. For those who have already experienced, know that this is the usual color of buy or long or bid, multiple names for the same thing. Actually, that's why financial terms are so fancy and have different names. So band 1 green buy, we have band 1 red sell for it. So actually no asset can allow us to make a simulation for that with the band 1. But a repetitive action band 1 buy on each instrument 5 times, and then you check your orders that are placed here. So we are filtering the orders. Right click, we can filter orders, make sure only active orders are there. So you can see everything that have been placed and rejected, which can confuse you, but better you filter only active orders and will be only the pending one. So you have here the accounts. You can test it first with one instrument and the copier. Make sure on how many accounts you have. You press first time band 1. So if you have 4 accounts, should appear here 4 orders, 4 working orders for the 6B on buy. Now also how to close the orders and make sure everything is closed in the morning, starting with positions. Make sure you do not have current open positions in case it's not showing on unrealized profit here. It might be a break-even position, so might be confusing. So better go on the position tab and make sure no positions are here. In case any position will be, and it's time to close them, we're gonna just go manual on each one, right click and close position. As you can see, we do not use flatten everything, so I highly recommend do not use that flatten everything. Despite might look like a shortcut, it can give you a different scenario. So just individually close each position that is left. Once there is no position left, you go to orders and right click as well and cancel all orders. Now as well, if there are any questions so far, we can make a small break during the day. There is not much to do it because this is just a repetitive action. We're gonna do it. And after this, we go to how to set up the limit orders as well. And what means all these buttons here from the right. So anybody has any questions so far?
I think you explained very well. I think it was very clear for everyone.
I have a question.
Lovely.
Amazing.
I think everybody's just polite and don't want to ask, but I highly
Hello.
recommend just
Can-
ask.
Can you
Okay,
hear
Mr.
me?
Stig.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the evening when I'm putting on the trades here, once in a while, there's this white box popping up, and it's something in Hebrew or I can't read whatever it says.
I know what you're saying. So that error notification in Hebrew, which I don't understand either, it's showing you, it's letting you know that the price is over the band you are trying to place. So the execution that you tried to do was not maybe the correct one. Maybe you press sell instead of buy, or
No,
was not the correct band.
It's more if I press band 1 and I get the white box, then if I go to band 2 as a buy, then it's okay. But sometimes it disappears later. So I don't know if it's just because I'm too close to the opening when it happens.
Probably. So instead of that, maybe the chart did not reload yet. So you can right click and reload all historical data. Make sure your chart is up to date and the price registered, the market open. It might take like a small 1-2 minutes maybe.
Okay.
On how much you open, right? On 1 o'clock, on 12 o'clock your time actually finished.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, maybe wait maybe an extra minute.
So it's not like if it's there, I choose 2 instead. I have to wait and take 1.
Yeah, just wait an extra minute. Maybe
Okay.
you open too soon, and
Yeah.
that's why the platform is not open yet. The engines
Okay.
are not up and running.
Perfect. Thank you.
Lovely, no problem. So now how to set up a limit order, as we have also day plan for participants and who is on the friend signals and also willing to take their risks to extra gains. We have the instrument ZN, which is the treasury notes for 10 years in America. Now for this one, we do not need the sliders, so we can just leave as usual chart. As you can see, if you trade without us, how that might look like. If depression would have a picture, how might it look like? So how to set up your instrument? You have here the chart trader. If you set up the ZN without the sliders, so you go here in the top side, you have the chart trader, and we'll enable the menu for you. And of course, you cannot see the price by pointing the mouse, so you have here the pointer, the crosshair, and I'm choosing my preferable choice is local. So we're gonna show you the price in the top side over there, which is the most important thing you need to follow if you place an order. Sell market, if it's over the current price should be highlighted with black here in the right side. And of course, you can adjust your chart by just pressing the click, holding, and dragging up and down, at your preference. More zoom, less zoom. Matter to put the accurate price and have also the reaction of time if you are on the signals for day trade. Now, for example, we simulate, now it's 113,235. Usually what Mr. Doron is giving us on the signal group, it's the last 3 digits. So you're gonna just need to follow the last 3 digits. of the price and look for the closest one. As you can see, it's not a regular price movement, like from 1 to 100 count. It's a different instrument counted differently on the price size. So you're gonna just look on the last 3 digits and follow the closest to the price. So whatever it's over the current price, it will be a sell limit. And you can place that, for example, we have a 260 sell here. Set the number of contracts, which is maximum usually 2. If you want to assume a higher risk for a higher reward, obviously. 260, which is this is the first 260 we have incoming. So we have a right click and we're gonna just sell limit. So contracts 260. So also after you right click here, it's confirming you the price you are about to set the order. So if you don't rush it, you can see here the price, make sure it's the correct one. Because if you have a different zoom, that might be different. It might be close to it, but it's actually, as you can see, 255, and your pointer might be look different. So make sure you have the price before pressing the order, sell limit. Now, as you can see, it's just looking this way since it's weekend and it's not working, and soon I will receive an error since there are no data during the weekend. But this is how you place a sell limit, and vice versa. If you are under the price, as I was saying, if you are under the price, for example, we go for a 210 buy, 113 210. So the same here, we find the price, we just use a pointer and right click on it, and we have the buy limit. As you can see, once you are under the price, this is automatically changing to buy limit. If you are over it, it's a sell limit automatically. So you just need to make sure you are under it with your pointer and make sure your chart is here. It's up to date on this slider. It might confuse you. If you are in the back a little, as you can see, might register you a different price. So make sure also your chart is here in the bottom. Is it visible for everybody? To be right up to date. So you can make sure you are having the current price. Same also for you, Mr. Stig. Maybe the same you're having, like a little bit like that, or you are doing too soon, but make sure also the chart it's maximum in the right. So we have a 210 buy. We go for the 210, which this is the buy limit. So once we wait for it to trigger, we're gonna set up a stop loss. Who wants to set up a custom strategy? We also can do that in private, but we can just do it manually for the moment. So this is for the signals that that's why you need to be to pay attention to the group. It's not for everybody, but for those who wants to spend a little bit of extra time during the screen, this is the requirement for now. So we have also the buttons for the buy market, sell market, buy, ask, sell, ask, and bid, and so on and so forth. We have here the current profit. We have the close position. We usually do not press and close the position by just pressing close. So the positions will close by going to the control center and right click and close each position apart. And now if you are in a day trade and you want to place an order to get out of it sooner, if you miss the take profit or you are not in a scenario, so you are in a position that it's going, for example, you have a sell and it's going against you, have the buy bid. Buy bid will give you a price more favorable for you to open from a sell position than buy market. When it's moving the price, the buy market can register a smaller price than you actually see. The profit, which is the lower amount, like a tick over it. So as it's 235, if you press buy market, will actually take a smaller profit than you see it on the platform. Will take also with the commission. But if you press a buy bid, will give you a more favorable price to exit. You just need to wait to register that tick. As you can see here, there are ask and bid. There are 0 and 0. We have no difference. So who will attend on a Tuesday one? We will have also like more market scenarios when we can see moving market and we can place orders and play with it a little more. But for the moment, this is ask and bid. So ask as in sell and bid as in buy the prices. That's why when it will be a big difference between those two, this is about to go in that direction. So if it's a big discrepancy between bid price and ask price, it will go in that direction. So if it's bid bigger than ask, is about to go a tick up. This is showing you the amount of orders for that price, the order block. So how to say it? Orders quantity as well for those who are new to this, like Dragos just started recently. So welcome aboard, Dragos. And this is how you can set up your order quantity. I'll follow also you the night plan afterwards. So you have 2 and 1 maximum of contracts that we use, no more than that. So either manually you select it, you put 1 or 2, or you erase it, or you press on the arrow up and down. You can do it the way you want. Make sure you also select your leader account. Have the copier also set up. And ladies and gentlemen, you are officially ready to make some money while you are sleeping. Now we're gonna take also some questions for the audience, for who has more curiosity. I'm listening.
I think also something that people are asking me a lot is how do I see my history of trade? How do I see how much I made the last week? The trade performance? How did it go? If you can show them that, and I think we're gonna finish the Zoom if no one has any questions.
Let's do that as well. So let's check the performance. Let's see the summary of your trades, obviously. So everything we're gonna pop up from Control Center Ninja. Again, the action will be new. And we have here, ladies and gentlemen, trade performance. So this can pop up, and for me, we'll show some crazy numbers here due to passing some evaluations, so on and so forth. But here is the summary. So summary of everything that has been done on the account and the period, the time frame you can choose. You can go backwards, you can go upwards, you can select just a single day. For example, what date we were? Friday 23rd. So let's select just 23rd of August, generate. And there is here a total net profit. There have been some losses that have been on average.
You
This
can
is the
also select the filter and choose the account you wanna.
Exactly. Also, you can choose the accounts, select, deselect from your statistic. But as you can see, this is a summary of all of your accounts. Instrument as well, if you want a specific instrument, and as well with or without the template. This is not very relevant, but instruments, if you want just on a specific instrument to see the statistic, for example, the ZN. And going further on to further, and as well the trade performance. Here you can change, instead of the summary, the statistics with accuracy, profit, losses, so on and so forth. You have the trades. So each trade aside and all the accounts. Oh no, these are evaluations. All the accounts you have will sum up cumulative profit. I think I deselected something here. No. Oh, yeah. No template. Let me pop one more time. That was taking, I think, all the evaluations attempts. So trades one more time and select the time frame you would like. We'll accumulate here the profits. I think this is, yeah, from 17 on August until 24th. And we'll start on each account. Here you can see the accounts, the entry, the exit. If you are curious to see that this is actually happening while we're sleeping and by itself, and how the profit it's summing up, cumulative profit here, and profit on each one. So not, this is the total, and profit on each trade aside. Okay.
Alin, I think it was very good. If anyone has a question and doesn't want to talk, and also write on the chat.
If there are shy, no
yes.
problem, they can private message. We're gonna have also one more Tuesday with a real market scenario when we'll move, and we're not gonna be like static market, and we can play some orders or open positions and play with it a little more. Anybody has any questions, guys? One from chat, let's see. The yellow buttons closed and Rev flat. Our orange Rev will turn on the position, will flip from, if you have a buy, we'll close it and make it a sell, but you do not need to use those buttons. So close will close the position as it is in orders, but sometimes can open you a side trade, a trade that it's turning on the opposite position you initially had. So make sure also you just come to positions. I know might take more time. Just close it manually, and that's about it. That's the only actions you need to do. So it's a small compromise. How to close the night plan step by step? Sure. Private. Okay. I don't know your name, brother. I don't know Hebrew. Private me, give me a message in private if you want, but how to close it, you just go to Control Center, positions, you select the positions you have and right click. Each position will appear here if you have current open position, so close position. We cannot close anything now. And then after, you make sure all the positions are closed on orders, and you cancel all the orders, all the current orders. That should be all, I think. We'll do anyway one more. Anybody have any questions on the chat, or you can open your microphone and speak up?
Thank you very much, Alin. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening. Thank you for attendance, guys. Enjoy your evening. Gonna just go. I'm very hungry right now. If you need or have any questions, don't hesitate. Either reach to your mentors or to myself. I'm one of the mentors as well. So we're gonna have one more Tuesday, and also was recorded. Anything else you need? We need a little bit of luck from the god of trading, to say this way. So enjoy the evening, and let's have a successful and productive week ahead, guys. Take care.